Okay, so I kind of got a message for this is a message for like other spiritual leaders and teachers and things because I see a lot of too much arrogance and I'm saying this respectfully, people. I'm saying this respectfully because if we are trying to uplift the masses, we trying to elevate and evolve and heal one another and teach truth and wisdom. True wisdom is not just superficial. It's not just surface level. It's not just going to like, okay, this is who we were as kings and queens and with the whole racial and all these things. Do not scroll just because I said something about racial. Let me hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. When you are a spiritual teacher, you're a spiritual teacher. Hear that. Spiritual. You're not just teaching things on the surface no more, right? You're not just teaching superficial surface level things, right? You're teaching spiritual, metaphysical. What does that mean? That means beyond the physical. Spiritual means the unseen. Okay? So I had to put this into some words so that it could come off right because I don't want nobody taking what I'm saying. Anyways, so I want to express the deep honor and respect that I do have for all the spiritual leaders who are courageously speaking the truth. Yes, your wisdom and insight, they are invaluable, and it is clear that you are sharing knowledge that is helpful to elevate and awaken many people. I see the effort and I deeply appreciate the work that you are doing. Yes, I really, really do. I understand it. I hear it. I hear y'all. And I love a lot of people's teachings, what they be saying and everything, because they be on point. Y'all be on point with stuff. And yes, while it is very important to know our history and know these things, I feel that it is important to acknowledge that while the historical and cultural knowledge shared is essential, it is also crucial that we move beyond just the surface level of these teachings because it is surface level when y'all teach it this way, when y'all teach like this, because y'all don't go deeper because y'all just stuck in the anger, and that's where misplaced anger happens, and so we don't process our anger properly in the correct way. So, yes, understanding history and culture helps us make sense of our past, but in our spiritual journey, we must also look deeper beyond the physical and material world. When we go into spiritual teachings, we are not only addressing what is visible, but what is also unseen and what is spiritual. The essence of spirit is the unseen, in the metaphysical. And with that, I believe that it's also important that we not only hold on to the knowledge that we have gained. So remember, I'm not telling y'all not to spread the knowledge. Please spread the knowledge because we need to know our history. People need to know their past. They need to know the history. But they don't need to remain in the sadness and anger of it. Okay. Let me see. What did I say? Hold on to the knowledge that we have gained, but also embody the deeper wisdom that accompanies that knowledge. For example, when we speak of cultural and racial issues or the anger that we may feel about these past injustices, it is important to acknowledge that those feelings, they are valid. They are valid. Okay? I feel this. I be feeling the same way when my human is out. When I'm in my humanism, okay, I feel the same way. But then I spiritually come back and have an understanding, and that is what helps us to rise above that. Now, when we speak of these racial issues and the anger that we feel about these past injustices, it's important to acknowledge that these feelings are valid. However, as spiritual teachers, we must also guide others to transcend the emotional charge that comes with these experiences. Yes, we have learned the history, and yes, we understand the pain, but we must also teach how to transform those emotions into spiritual growth and healing. That means connecting with your emotions. You are not your emotions. Don't let your emotions or your feelings control you and take over you. Okay? Do not let that become you. You are better than that. You know you better than that because you got the knowledge there. You teaching that you are better than that. Okay? So why don't you start to embody that? And that means that if you know who you are back in the past and all these things, if you know who you are and you're trying to teach others who they are, okay, then that means you need to embody that as well. And that means that you have to rise above the superficial teachings that y'all teach when y'all be talking and out of like, I don't want to say anger, it's passion. It's a lot of passion in that because it is still it is still some trauma and hurt with that. Like they like when you say stuff like, oh, they did us wrong, they did this and that to our people, da 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 da, all of those things, that shit hit. It hit hard and stuff on the surface level in the world, the worldly things. But spiritually, there is a deeper understanding of these things that we have to be able to know, understand, and teach. Okay? We cannot remain in a place of anger or opposition, for these are just the surface layers. As spiritual beings, our work is to understand these experiences on a much deeper level, seeing them through a metaphysical lens. This allows us to move from the pain of the past and toward the healing that lies beyond. So, as we continue to share and teach, let us remember to always go deeper. Let us go beyond what is visible and dive into the unseen, into the spiritual wisdom that can truly transform us and those that we guide. Now, y'all have all my love and my respect. I say all of that with love and so much respect. But I just want to let y'all know that y'all can't keep on being on the surface level if you teaching spirituality, you're teaching metaphysical things and stuff, because that goes beyond the surface level of things, and you're still being stuck in that place of anger and trauma and sadness yourself. So we don't want to do that. We want to rise above that. You know, the I did another video where I talked about like a positive and a positive equals a positive, a negative plus a positive equals a positive, because the positive turns the negative into a positive. So everything really naturally is already positive. So if anything negative happens, all you got to do is take that negative thing and transform it into a positive. So instead of being angry, feel that emotion for the moment and stuff. And like when you, like you say, if you first finding out something, you're like, oh, that just pissed me off, that just made me mad or something like that. Okay, you feel that emotion for a moment, connect with it and be like, I know why I feel mad now, I know why I feel sad now. Okay, now what can we do to change this? What can we do to transform this into something great and better and healing, that will heal this part of me, that will heal this part of my ancestral lineage? Okay, what can we do better for that? Instead of teaching more, because when you're teaching on a surface level and you're only teaching that, oh, well, this is who we was, da 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 da, let's take this back and all this and that, and then you don't go any deeper than that, you only stay on the surface level, and then you're only creating more division. Instead of bringing everybody together, you're creating more division. And it's always spirituality, the universe, all of that is all about unity. We're all supposed to be together because we are all one. Okay, we're all one. We can't help certain forces have came in and disrupted. All those things have happened for a reason, because it's to help us remember ourselves and to reawaken and everything, so that we can make things back right. Because what happened, oh my gosh, I got a whole nother video about this. Like, it's so crazy, because when you have this divine metaphysical understanding, it's just crazy. I can't go deeper into it right now because I'm limited on time. But if you get me, you get me. Okay? Let's share knowledge and wisdom with love. Okay? Love y'all.